Season 2, Episode 2 of Surreal Estate, titled Truth in Advertising, is a really, really fun episode. We see Luke kind of, in a sense, trying to sell a home, but there's this history to it. And evidently, there's a spirit or demonic entity named Grace who haunts these walls. And the aspect is that they bring in a paranormal investigator who just does certain things in order to make it look like it's happening, but it's not. Basically, it's a play and making fun of paranormal investigation shows that you've seen and you heard of. Basically, Luke and the paranormal investigator have a kind of talk in a way, and while they picked up his show, he had to fake it to make it, and he hasn't caught real essence of a phenomenon in quite some time, and this is his one big break that he needs to do. So he does that, but then he doesn't really realize that, in actuality, as he sings this rhyme in order to, make this spirit Grace come forth, real things are happening around him. Not only that, there's a side story with Susan and Augie where they go to a bed and breakfast and they're trying to figure out what's going on. They find out that these two ghosts are hunka chunking or having sex, and it's really interesting and funny. Basically, they do the whole backstory of a sailor was coming in and seeing a woman, and now every Saturday night they do the hunka chunka where they are, and it's just, they have to embrace it, the bed and breakfast owners. So it's really interesting and fun. Now Luke still has to do things the normal way because he does not have his powers yet, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be interesting to see if he does gain his powers back, because he's just doing things old-fashionedly. You could tell he doesn't like doing things old-fashioned way, but it's there and he has to do it. Not only that, Zoe, the front desk clerk at the agency, the Roman agency, is actually going and doing her real estate exam salesperson test. She doesn't tell Luke this, but you can tell that she wants to do this. And it's really interesting to see how that story is going to go. And not only that, we have the aspect of Phil, who kind of gives us the backstory of Grace and the whole aspect of what Luke needs to do in order to set this spirit to its own ways, in a way. This was a fun episode. I love the aspect of how this show uses practical effects, just the way the look of the demons, the paranormal. It's just really fun. You can definitely tell that the close-ups of every shot is practical. Nothing is CGI. Maybe a few smoke screens here and there or whatnot, but it's really, really done well. It's a mix of paranormal drama with comedy thrown in there, with a opening of characters having kind of a history. And Augie asks Susan, how's your place, and she's like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. So we're going to have a backstory with that. We're going to go into that story, and I'm really curious to see what the connection is with Susan and this new house that she's at, and how that will play a factor into it. And will Luke get his powers back, because he did lose them at the end of season 1? Will Zoe become a real estate salesperson? How will Phil play into it? And how much of a role is Augie going to play? I really do like Augie as a character. He's just laid back, does what he has to do, and we get, in a way, we kind of get his backstory in this episode, as him and Susan are going to this B&B in order to help this couple out, and it's really, really good. I love the connection and the writing that happened between Augie and Susan. That was great. And then Luke just trying to be that one person who sees everything happening when no one else does around him. He's very observant, and I like that. And Tim Rosen as a actor is phenomenal. Like the expressions he gives, just the way he actually just puts on the full effort of everything is really, really fun. I absolutely love this show. If you've never seen Surreal Estate, check it out. Season 1 is 10 episodes long. I don't know how long season 2 is going to be, but it looks like the seasons or the episodes are going to get scarier, more interesting, and it's just more of that. I love that practical effect look, especially in a paranormal drama like this. It's very, very underrated. It's definitely flying under the radar. Word of mouth will definitely get this show going, and it's great to see that this is a second season. Curious to see if the numbers are strong, if there'll be a third season of this show. Once again, this episode was great, simple, straight to the point. There were some laugh out loud moments for me, and I really enjoyed the writing. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about season 2, episode 2 of Surreal Estate, titled Truth in Advertising. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the story, the pacing? Did you like how certain things are happening? Do you think Luke is going to get his powers back? Do you think Zoe's going to tell Luke that she is going for the real estate exam? What do you think's happening with Susan's house? Do you think something eerie and demonic is happening? And do you like the practical effects? And do you like the story? And do you like the pacing of this show? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my Season 3, Episode 3 review of Surreal Estate.